Let me also recognize and bring to the high table the Deputy Provost of the College of Education, University of Calabar, Reverend Father Professor Imam Obot. A round of applause for him. Let me invite also to the high table Faculty of Art, Social Science Education, Professor Alice A. Asim. In that order, let me also invite to the high table the Dean, Faculty of Science Education, Professor Pauline Ikuri, who is ably represented by Professor Levi Aka. Let me also recognize my Dean, Faculty of Vocational and Entrepreneurial Education, Professor Aso Love. A round of applause for her. Let me bring to the high table as I recognize our keynote speaker for today, who is also the Director of Academic Planning, University of Uyo, Professor M.U. Joseph. A round of applause for her. Let me also bring to the high table our lead paper presenter too, who is also the Director of ICT, University of Calabar, Professor Idoense E. Ete. Please, can we encourage them, please? Who is ably represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry. I don't know if she's here. Okay. A round of applause for her. Please, can we encourage them, please? Thank you. All professors here present. All heads of department here present. Deputy deans of faculties here present. Staff and students of the College of Education, University of Calabar, participants at this first annual conference, gentlemen of the press, Malabite and Malabreses, welcome once again to the first annual conference of the College of Education, University of Calabar. A round of applause for yourselves. We begin now with an opening prayer to be taken by the representative of the Dean, Faculty of Science Education, Professor Levi Aka. Please, can we rise as we pray? Shall we rise?
Can we bow our heads in prayer as we commit this conference?
the Unical song. Thank you. A round of applause for yourselves. Thank you for good singing. Before I bring to the person to speak to us at this moment, let me specially recognize the chairman of the LOC and all members of the local organizing committee of this conference, Professor Chika, C. Uchendu. Please a round of applause for her. Someone very important to this gathering just walked in. My boss, the Provost, College of Postgraduate Studies, Professor Udey. Please a round of applause for him. At this point, let me bring to the podium the chairman LOC for Alemas. A round of applause for Professor Chika, C. Uchendu.
Good morning, everybody. Please, professors, we reserve the front seats for you. Professors. Welcome address by Professor Chika, C. Uchendu. The Vice Chancellor, the 11th and first female Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar, and the person of Professor Florence Banku, our Provost, the Provost of the college, in the person of Professor Anagbogu, our Commissioner for Education in Cross River State, still on the way, our deans, our directors, professors, lecturers, students, ladies and gentlemen, Malabites and Malabresses, Malabites and Malabresses, Malabites and Malabresses, reasonable action. On behalf of the 2025 College of Education, University of Calabar International Conference Planning Committee, I welcome all the participants to the first College of Education Annual Conference. Conference is an important ritual in the life of any academic community. We know the importance of conference. Among other things, it provides us with forum and platforms for idea generation, discussion and dissemination to enhance positive aspects of our society. Indeed, Nigeria and education in particular is presently at a time when we are confronted with the realities of machine participation in social development. At the same time, the entire humanity is also confronted with questions that border on a certain centrality of humanity in global development. Consequently, the theme chosen for this conference, the Human and Artificial Intelligence Partnership, Navigating the Future of Education, Work and Society, is very apt and timely. The conference will afford each and every one of us the opportunity to ask questions, attempt answers, ask questions and attempt answers, and share ideas on the various areas of issues confronting between human and artificial intelligence as core aspects of contemporary educational processes. It is our hope that our conference in no small measure will contribute to the various local and international academic debates that are related to the subject, because we have heard so many things about artificial intelligence. I know that some people are here, as some have said, what is this artificial intelligence? Does it mean that it will take over the positions of teachers? Because it answers almost every question. This conference will give us better answers, and it will clear some doubts in our hearts. And at the same time, may I use this opportunity to inform participants that there will be book of abstracts apart from book of there will be a book of proceeding apart from the book of abstracts. That after the conference, the papers that are accepted for publication will be published in our Education for Today journal, and that journal is online. I said that journal is online. You publish, you see your paper online. At this time, let me quickly thank the University of Calabar's Chancellor, Professor Florence Banku, the College of Education, University of Calabar, and indeed, in particular, not just the college, but the management, but in particular the Provost of Anagbogu College of Education, which is 001. Our college is what? 001 College of Education in universities in Nigerian history, for finding me and finding my team and I worthy to be chief actors in organizing the first international conference of the college. I also thank the Provost and the management of the College of Health Tech, Calabar, for the accommodation that we are using now. Once more, I welcome you all, having prepared very well for you. I promise you a relaxing condition conducive and fruitful stay for all academic exercises at the end of this time. Calabar is a home of tourism and hospitality. Your stay in Calabar will be a memorable one. Welcome and welcome. When you go, you come again. You are highly welcome. Relax and digest all the things we have for you in this conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, can we do better? Can we put our hands together once again? I've been asked to request that the Provost of Postgraduate Study come to the high table. Yes. Please, can we put our hands together for me? Let me also recognize the Director of Institute of Education, Dr. Janet Peters. Please, round of applause for her. We welcome her to the high table. Is she here? Please, let's encourage her. Let's encourage her. In our midst is a very renowned legislator. He's an academician because recently he president. And that person, that distinguished personality, has been given a special assignment to perform in this ceremony. I'm talking of Right Honorable Chief Dr. Hilary Bixon, member representing Boki, constituency 2 in the House of Assembly. Please, a round of applause for him once again. Having done this, let me invite the Provost, College of Education, Professor German Effa Anagbogu, for his opening address. Please, a round of applause for him.
The Vice Chancellor of our very prestigious university, Professor Florence Banku Odey, the first female Vice Chancellor of our university, the first Vice Chancellor from the College of Education, University of Calabar. And in fact, the College of Education is the first college of education in Nigerian universities. Our keynote speaker, Professor Joseph, my own very close friend, the TAP of University of Rio. You're welcome. We have a lawmaker in our midst, Chief, Right Honorable Chief Hilary Bixon, PhD. Close to him is Professor Eyung Obana, my co-provost. He's the provost of Postgraduate College. My deputy provost, Reverend Professor Imobot, the lead paper presenter, my very distinguished deans, at the extreme end, my PhD supervisor, my mentor, my mother, Alice Hassan, Professor Alice Hassan. We have the Director of Institute, of Education, Associate Professor Jenny Peters. We have Professor Mrs. Lord Asor. We have Mr. Dr. Levi Akai, representing the Dean of Science Education. Other professors in our midst, and our very distinguished visitors from other institutions. You're welcome. It's a great honor to welcome you all to this important conference on human and artificial intelligence partnership, navigating the future of education, work, and society. Today we've gathered here at a defining moment in human history, an era where collaboration between human intelligence and artificial intelligence is reshaping how we learn, work, and live. Artificial intelligence is not merely a tool, it's a partner, one that challenges us to rethink approaches to creativity, problem solving, and human potentials. In education, AI offers unprecedented opportunities to personalize learning, bridge gaps, and empower both teachers and learners. In the world of work, it's a transforming industry, creating new jobs, and moving us from the level that we find ourselves is struggling about whatever we do to a point where we do them seamlessly. With artificial intelligence, a lot of things are made easy for both students and the teachers. Research in itself becomes easier for us. And so we thought it wise that we bring our people, our leaders in this area, especially like we have the director of ICT of the university, who is going to let us know very deep issues concerning AI and the role of work. I want to thank all of you for creating time and valuing our invitation to appear before us and present papers. And I know there are some who are just going to present papers for the first time. Those professors who stand before all of us and speak as if they are angels, they started somewhere. Today is the beginning of it, the beginning of that journey for you. You're welcome. Feel free. This is, despite that we're here in the College of Education, in fact, I just have to thank the Provost of this College of Education and management for giving us this opportunity to even hold this conference here. I know it's inconveniencing for all of us, but bear with us. Bear with us. You're welcome. Feel free. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
So please do it better. I don't know why you clap for your provost like that. Can you do something better, please? At this point, let me invite the first female Vice Chancellor and the 11th Vice Chancellor of our dear university, the mother of the faculty, Professor Florence Banku, for his remarks and to declare this event open.
Please sit down. Thank you. I wasn't here when the MC laid the protocol, but at least I listened to the Provost protocol, and it was very well established. And I just want to, is it lean or stand or sit or adopt that protocol to be mine? Thank you, Provost, for allowing me to do so. But before then, I thought I heard this chairman, CPC chairman saying the front seats are reserved for professors. Where are the professors? Please take the front seats. Professor Luluwat, come and take the first seat. We are the generals in the system. Professors, move out and take the first seat. She said so, they are reserved for you. Let's occupy them, then we leave the rest for others. You know, if we don't take the seats, others may be forced to stand. Because when they come, they won't want to come and take the first seats. Thank you for taking your proper position. Today, I am very, very fulfilled. I'm really very happy. I feel actualized that indeed we have a college of education. This to me is one of our very first, maybe there are others I've not attended. This is the very first conference and one official outings I'm attending as a member of this College of Education. And I'm proud to say that we are coming of age. Provost College of Postgraduate Studies. You are the senior brother, we will come and beat you. We are coming of age. College of Medical Science. Well, they are the papas, but we are coming gradually, and the young shall grow, isn't it? Yeah. My dear colleagues, I am indeed very happy to be invited to attend this conference, first as a member of the College of Faculty of Education, secondly, as the Vice Chancellor, and each and every one of you for working so hard to making this our dream to be actualized. It came a long way, and we never missed focus. Today we are here. We are so recognized by NUC, we are so recognized in Nigerian universities. But we need to do much more to let all the universities know that we are the only university with a College of Education. And the Provost let others know that we are ready to be consultants for other universities that want to go this way. We are ready to be consultants. I'm particularly happy that we have chosen today the Human and Artificial Intelligence Partnership for navigating the future of education, work, and society as the theme of this our first outing and first conference. We know, like my ICT director will tell us, the war is leaving those of us who are analog, and the world is going into computing and big data, and if we don't work to catch up, we'll be left behind, especially those of us who are in academics. Our children are far ahead of us. How many of us can use AI tools, even the basic simple tools like ChatGPT? How many of us can use them? But our children are far ahead of us. You can't give what you do not have. As teachers, we need to be ahead of our students. Otherwise, they will be calling us to order in the classroom because they will be more current than we are. So we need to catch up with the rest of the world. What am I saying? I gave the ICT director directives to coordinate and run programs for all of us on this issue of artificial intelligence, on ICT, on modern computing, on data computing, on uploading, on Blackboard. They are talking about Blackboard now, and many things should be telling us in Nigeria know them. But we need to know them. We have the Minister of Education in Nigeria today who wants to take the system to a different level. And he wants to take on not in analog way, but in a digital way. And that is why the minister is giving us ultimatums to make sure that virtually everything we have in the university is out there for the rest of the world to see. Right from the number of students we have, right to the number of staff we have, to our course outlines will be out there for people to see. So even our lecture notes will be out there for people to see. Those who think we will continue to use the lecture notes we used in 1990 when we become lecturers, in 2025, we will be called to order when people see our lecture notes. Those who think they will just go to the internet and plagiarize and adopt somebody's lecture notes and become yours, you'll be getting lawsuits. So meaning that we need to sit down and begin to work hard in this era of data computing, in this era of artificial intelligence, in this era of uploading, of visibility of every university in Nigeria. We need to do a lot more. Of course, they have asked you to even upload your course outline and allocation. Haven't they asked for that? You don't know what that will be used for. They will be seeing your lesson notes and the notes you'll be teaching your children. Somebody does not need to come to Unical to see how much you teach. They need to sit down and log into www.unical.edu.ng and see us. And that is where they will use to rank us. That is where they will use to fund us. That is what they will use to do with us. It is the new order. It's the new system. We need to be more educated, more schooled in that direction to enable us be more modern. We talk about human intelligence, which we are used to. The human intelligence that we have to think cognitively, that we have to use our brains, we have to think creatively. But today, we are talking about artificial intelligence. The experts will tell us when machines perhaps will be replacing our brains. And we are talking about how to use education, work, and society. What is the partnership? When we give assignments to our students today, what do they do? All they need to do is put the topic there and they will generate the data and generate what they will submit to us. As lecturers, how are we going to know the much in which is artificially generated and what they have put in themselves? How are we going to assess them? We have 10 students doing the same assignment, 10 students having the same topic. They are going to key the topic into the same machine, and the machine is going to generate information for us. And we are to mark 10 different scripts generated by machine. How are we supposed to act? How are we supposed to mark and grade them as lecturers? My dear colleagues, the time is now for us to begin to work hard, to tell ourselves the simple truth that we need to do much more. When ICT Directorate invites people for workshops, for seminars, please, let's make ourselves available. I have told them, very soon I'll be back to the classroom. I don't want my students to be ahead of me. She needs to come and be teaching me, or even as a private teacher. I will take her, I will employ her as my private lecturer, so that she will make me to be ahead of my students. She will make me be modern and current, so that I will not be found wanting. When we go out as vice chancellors in workshops, especially to do with AI, one thing we get worried about is, now that AI is taking over, what will be the creativity of our students? What will our students have? What is the cognitive ability of our students now? Is it not making our students to be lazy? Will we still have students who will be thinking and be more creative and be more imaginative and make original write-ups. That is something that worries each and every one of us. Originality in our work. Will there still be originality? I have no answer to that. Experts have answers to that. But those experts will be given opportunity to gradually take us through and also give us ideas on how we'll be able to begin to checkmate our students' work, so that they know that they need to also bring some originality into whatever the machines that is giving them, because the AI will be giving us information based on information that has been computed there, based on the data that has been generated to them. If you plug AI, sometimes when we are reading our Facebook on AI, you put something Florence Obi, they tell you and said, there is very little information about Florence Obi that they know. AI will tell you that. Have you noticed it? Meaning that AI is also still depending on people to key in information. So what information are we going to key in to enable AI to generate the information for us? Meaning that we still need to work hard to give information to enable AI generate it for us, for work, for education. There is telemedicine today. People sit down somewhere, you can call a doctor anywhere in the world and he will prescribe for you. He can even do a conference and with you and do telemedicine and give you prescription and know exactly what is happening to you. So these are things we must get involved in, dear colleagues. After today, it shouldn't just be a conference for presenting papers, publishing papers for promotion. It should also be a conference to work towards building our capacity and our skills towards the new order, AI and human intelligence, so that we will not be left behind. For participants that have come from far and wide, it is my privilege to say welcome to our university. I know here you are in health tech, but I've told the Provost, tomorrow please move over to the university. ASU has called all the strike. In fact, yesterday night, I even called to him and said, are we continuing in health tech? He said, now we have made all the arrangements. It's okay, it's too late. But after the opening ceremony, let's take our participants back to the university so that they will have the feel that they came to University of Calabar. Not when they go, they keep talking about the health tech experience in Unical conference. On that note, I welcome all of you and all the lead paper, the keynote presenter. Thank you, DLP, for agreeing to come and interact with us in this wonderful topic. The guests that have come here, the Provost Postgraduate School, my dear son, Right Honorable, he said he's not doctor, Right Honorable Hilary Bishop, PhD, that doesn't want to be doctor because he works very hard for it, PhD. Thank you for coming to give us a motivational talk. I just saw here when I came and the chairman told me that Hilary, your son, is coming. I said, to do what in our education conference? And she opened the pages, see what he's going to do. I'm anxious to hear the motivational talk they are going to give us this today. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, everyone. And on that note, it is my special privilege to declare open the first annual conference of the only College of Education in Nigerian University, the University of Calabar College of Education, open. Thank you so much.
Please keep clapping, keep clapping. Is that the best you can do for your Vice Chancellor? Thank you. You can take your seat now. Message well captured, dear Vice Chancellor, I have been informed that the representative of the Commissioner for Education, distinguished Senator Professor Stephen Odey, is here. Let me welcome her. Please. Dr. Mrs. Afion, please a round of applause for her. She is the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry. Keep clapping for her, please keep clapping. Though I have been saddled to coordinate the mic for today's event, our dear Vice Chancellor, I've done a bit of what I'm supposed to do in this particular segment. So on that note, I will only say but a few, and to invite our motivational speaker, Right Honorable Chief Hilary Dixon, PhD, for his time. Please, a round of applause for him. Keep clapping for him, please, until he gets here.
Good morning, distinguished professors, esteemed callers, ladies and gentlemen. You know, sometimes I get confused when in the morning I'll see my mom and say, "Mommy, good morning." And then later in the afternoon, I'll see Madam Vice Chancellor. And I will see Madam Vice Chancellor. So, Madam Vice Chancellor, I bring you greetings from the Cross Vice Assembly. And then let me quickly state that on this site, on the high table, I share my perspective about a team, the Human and Artificial Intelligence Partnership, Navigating the Future of Education, Work and Society. I was just sharing my thoughts. But before they left my house, they decided to conspire against me and asked me that, please, I should come share my thought with everybody. I said, nobody can capture my thought. She said, no, it's better they hear from the horse's mouth. So I am a lawmaker. I'm here today in education conference. I'm sure I think if Faculty of Law is doing an event, I'm sure everybody understands why I should be there. But to be a motivational speaker for the Faculty of Education, well, I will try to motivate. And if I don't motivate you well, please hold them responsible. Thank you very much. Having said that, it's both an honor and a challenge to stand before some of the brightest minds shaping the future of knowledge and innovation. I must confess, delivering this speech on artificial intelligence before professors is like bringing a calculator to a mathematics conference and hoping that the calculator doesn't fail. But in truth, today's conversation is not about machine replacing minds. It's about how human intelligence and artificial intelligence can coexist, build a smarter, fairer, and more sustainable world. The Human and Artificial Intelligence Partnership, a new frontier. The relationship between human beings and AI is often misunderstood as a rivalry, but I see it as a partnership, and this conference sees it as a partnership. To a fusion of human creativity, not rivalry. Empathy, wisdom, with machine precision, speed, and adaptability. Artificial intelligence is not our competitor, never. It is our collaborator, a tool that extends our capacity to think, to teach, to heal, and to govern. Lessons from the pandemic. Technology as a lifeline. When COVID-19 struck, the world witnessed a great educational and social disruption. Classrooms were locked, campuses shut down, offices went remote, and the silence of empty campuses echoed across the continent. Yet, in that silence, technology, particularly artificial intelligence platforms, became human lifeline. Virtual learning systems analyze students' progress, translate lectures into multiple languages, and personalize lessons for learners across different backgrounds. AI made it possible for a child in Bukima community in Cross River State to learn from the same global classroom as a student in Boston. That period taught us that technology is not just a convenience, it is an equalizer. It bridges the distance, democratizes access, and keeps the flame of learning alive in the era that we are. However, education must evolve beyond the traditional chalk and talk model. For decades, our system has trained students, including me myself, to memorize information rather than to create knowledge. We have taught what to think, but not how to think. AI challenges us to change that. It rewards curiosity, adaptability, and innovation, the very skill our future workforce requires. Imagine classrooms where teachers are supported by AI tutors that track each learner's progress and recommend resources based on individual learning patterns. Imagine research enhanced by AI tools that scans millions of academic journals within seconds, providing insights that once took years to overcome. This is not anymore imagination. It is here with us, a reality. Tools such as Camingo by Khan Academy, Google's AI Classroom, Duolingo Max, and ChatGPT for education are already shaping personalized, inclusive, and data-driven education across the globe, preparing the workforce for intelligent economy. In the world of work, AI is automating repetitive tasks and transforming industries. But while machines may take over tasks, they cannot, I repeat, they cannot replace purpose. They cannot replicate human empathy, moral judgment, or emotional intelligence. These are qualities that define leadership and service. Our focus, therefore, should not be on preventing automation, but on preparing people. We must develop policies that prioritize digital literacy, continuous reskilling, and human-centered innovation. In Cross River State and Nigeria, and across Nigeria, AI can be harnessed in agriculture, healthcare, education, and governance to predict crop yields, detect diseases early, optimize public service, and make policy making more evidence-based. But this will not only happen if we create an environment where knowledge meets technology. Sorry, this can only happen if we create an environment where knowledge meets technology and where ethics guides innovation. The case for introducing AI courses. To achieve this, I strongly advocate that artificial intelligence education be introduced early, not just at the university level, but at our secondary and technical institutions. Let our young people learn coding, data ethics, computational thinking, the same way we learn arithmetic and literature over the years. Courses such as AI literacy and ethics, machine learning for beginners, AI in the creative arts, data-driven decision making should become part of the modern curriculum. And there's no other place to say this because education, you people create curriculum, should be part of the modern curriculum. Because the true danger is not that machines will become smarter than humans. It is that machines will not stop learning humans will stop learning while machines will continue to learn. Ethical and societal balance. As we embrace this partnership, we must also establish strong ethical framework. AI should enhance human dignity, not diminish it. It should promote justice, not bias. It must always remain a servant to human value, not a substitute for human judgment. Education plays a key role here to teach not just how to use AI, but why and when. Closing reflections. Distinguished girls, the partnership between humans and AI is not a competition of intelligence. It is a collaboration of purpose. As we navigate the future of education, work, and society, let us not ask, will AI replace us, as Madam Vice Chancellor asks. Rather, let us ask, how can we, with AI, reimagine, retool the future of humanity and the future of education? The future will not belong to those who fear technology. Madam Vice Chancellor said, is living. I was telling the Provost of postgraduate school that technology has already left those who are behind. It's not living, it has already left. The future will not belong to those who fear technology. It will belong to those who understand it, guide it, and use it for the common good. So let us embrace this new chapter, where intelligence, both natural and artificial, work hand in hand to solve the greatest challenges of our time. And may our brilliancy be too bright for even AI to compute. Thank you, and God bless.
Can we give another round of applause? I think Right Honorable the disappoints his beloved mother. Did please another round of applause for him. Truly, this is motivating. At this point, going forward, please, because of time, let me bring to us someone who traveled far from the beautiful state of Akwa Ibom, the Director of Academic Planning, University of Yo, who is our keynote speaker for today in this maiden conference, Professor Amen Yu Joseph. A round of applause for her for time. Keep clapping for her, please. You have to pay attention to this address. Thank you.
The Vice Chancellor, the Provost, and I acknowledge every other person on the head table. The professors, and all the people that have made out time to be part of this maiden conference. Permit me to lean on protocols already established. Good afternoon. It is a thing of great joy to have the privilege of talking to us, particularly because this is my alma mater. I had my PhD from the University of Calabar. I want to acknowledge Professor Asin. She was my second supervisor. Thank you, ma'am. We are living in an era where boundaries between human capacity and machine intelligence are rapidly blurring. Note that we are all looking at the theme, Human and Artificial Intelligence Partnership, Navigating the Future of Education, Work, and Society. The convergence of human and artificial intelligence is one of the most transformative shifts in the 21st century, redefining how we learn, work, and coexist within the society. Rather than viewing AI as a replacement of human intellect, it is now imperative predict learning gaps while teachers remain indispensable as mentors, moral guides, and facilitators of critical and emotional intelligence. The future classroom will be a hybrid ecosystem, one where human educators and intelligent systems co-create knowledge and inspire lifelong learning. In the world of work, automation and machine learning are transforming every industry, from healthcare, finance, agriculture, governance, and so on. However, the transformation does not signal the end of human relevance. Instead, it demands a redefinition of roles and competencies. The future workforce must cultivate adaptability, creativity, digital literacy, and ethical reasoning. AI complements computational strengths as we go along. Most successful organizations will be those technological innovation with human-centered values and inclusive activities. For the society, the human and AI partnership raises profound questions about ethics, equity, and shared responsibility. As AI system increasingly influences decision in governance, justice, and communication, society must ensure transparency, accountability, fairness. Building this partnership therefore requires not just technological advancement, but also moral imagination of policy foresight, aligning intelligent systems with human dignity and collective well-being. Ultimately, the human and artificial intelligence partnership is not about competition. I repeat, the human and artificial intelligence is not about competition. It is a co-evolution. It invites us to see intelligence, whether human or artificial, not as isolated possession, but a shared resource for advancing education, work, and the broader human existence. Navigating this future will depend on how wisely we design, deploy, and democratize intelligence itself. This paper will be looking at 5 broad areas. We'll run through human intelligence, its evolution and limitation. We'll go through the rise of AI and its global impact. Third bit will be AI and human intelligence building a symbiotic relationship. Number 4, human and AI partnership. Implication for education, work, and society. Then finally, we'll endeavor to chart the future. Strategies for harmonious coexistence. I am confident that we have this paper in the booklet. So definitely I may not be able to go through it bit by bit. But permit me to run through this. The human or the natural intelligence refers to the innate mental capacities of humans and other beings, which enables them to perceive and process and respond to the environment. It has to do with the cognitive functions of learning, memory, reasoning, creativity, emotional understanding, and problem solving. Human intelligence has evolved
over the years. Our forebears tried to solve problems through surviving, through hunting, gathering, and then making of tools. After that, from the 10,000 BC, we had agricultural revolution. After the agricultural revolution, we came by the scientific revolution that brought into existence systematic inquiry, experimentation, and the birth of modern science. And finally, here we are in the digital age, where we have human creativity and problem solving fueled technological breakthrough like the making of computers, the internet, and eventually the artificial intelligence. For us to move into artificial intelligence, the human intelligence has its limitations. And we have noted in this paper that the human intelligence is prone to errors in judgment and decision making. The human intelligence, the human brain cannot process the massive kind of data that needs to be processed at any one time. Another thing that has made artificial intelligence come to the fore is the fact that as a human being, there comes a time you become tired, you become fatigued, you get stressed, and as we age, no matter how intelligent you may have been at a younger age, it diminishes. And finally, human memory is imperfect and is susceptible to forgetting. On the basis of these limitations, the idea of having something better, having something to help man, having something to sustain the system, gave birth to artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? I want to believe that by this time you would have had a clear idea of what artificial intelligence is all about. But permit me just to give the very simple definition that it is the ability of machines to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. A simulation of human-like intelligence in machines and systems. Now machines can be made to think, learn, and make decisions. What are the key characteristics of AI? First, automation and efficiency. They perform repetitive tasks, very complex tasks with very high speed. They are given to being able to analyze large amounts of data within splits of seconds. They have this predictive and analytical power that no one human brain, note what I'm saying, no one human brain. It's like you're gathering from 10,000 human brains and you're giving to a piece of machine and it's able to put those together and bring out the analysis in a matter of seconds. Lastly, artificial intelligence lacks consciousness and emotions. The historical milestones for AI development, it all started in the 50s when Turing test determined that machine could be made to act like human beings. And at a conference, the Dartmouth conference by John McAfee, the third term, artificial intelligence, came into existence. In the 60s to the 70s, the symbolic AI programs were developed to solve problems and to do a bit of logic. In the 80s and the 90s, there came the rise of expert systems for decision making in medicine and other areas of specialization. And in the 2000s, growth of machine learning and big data came into existence. In our today from the 2010s to the present day. We have deep learning breakthroughs, self-driving cars, and generative AI like ChatGPT. Permit me to give this very short story of somebody who was in the US and asked for a taxi. And lo and behold, this car drove up and stopped. And the person being a Nigerian looked into the car and didn't find the driver. He said, no, I don't agree. For this one, I can't enter. It may not be here today in our climate, but honestly, it will soon be here. When you will simply get into a piece of machine, and the machine, by the information given to that machine, it will take you to where you are, and possibly you walk into your house, and the fridge tells you, inside this fridge, you have this, you have this, you have that. And I know you prefer Fanta to Coke. Do I serve you Fanta? That's where we are actually heading to. Types of artificial intelligence. We have narrow AI, or some other people do some group called big AI. That is where we are now. It is designed to perform tasks with high efficiency. We have the general AI, or what we call the strong AI. It's still at the theoretical form. And we still await the birth of their big brother, the super intelligent AI. Despite the fact that AI has added to mankind, it has its own attending limitations. So what are the possible limitations of AI? Number one, lack of ethics. Has no empathy, has no moral judgment, it acts and reacts on the basis of what is given to it. It doesn't know your face, doesn't know if you are daddy or mommy. I hope I'm communicating. AI depends on data quality. Garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you give to it, that's what it will give to you. I've heard some colleagues say, no, AI, I've tried it 3 times. It never gives a correct information. I can most assuredly say that you did not ask the appropriate question. Wherever you ask the appropriate question, AI will give you the correct answer. AI is vulnerable. There's vulnerability to misuse. Like our Vice Chancellor said earlier, there's this strong possibility that we're all afraid that very soon, if nothing is done, all of us will always be running to that machine to give us answers to the questions we have. And at the point, we may not actually take our time to think on our own. But I still believe, as an individual anyway, that there will still be people, if AI must survive, human beings must feed it with information. Let me challenge you, don't be left behind. That AI is here is a matter of choice, to the extent to which you want to depend on it. But even if you depend on it, you can also tell yourself, I will go a step further, so that there will be the difference between man and machine. It's a choice. Finally, the other limitation is the possibility of job displacement. The important thing is, if you displace me from writing or coming to teach, the AI does the teaching. There will come a time that that student may not understand that particular thing and will need my experience to explain. So, it is not possible that AI will completely push man out of the scene. It behoves us to get ready to get on the bandwagon and see how best we can improve upon ourselves, so that as a person, I don't hate improvement. Rather, I step on it and also improve myself, So that's one challenge I want to leave with everybody who is at this conference. Yes, AI is here. Most of the world is afraid AI will come and take. No, AI will do its bit. We will still do our bit. The important thing is it's a give and take. It's a symbiotic relationship. AI brings the speed, brings the capacity, and we bring the information and the data and empathy. Human and AI partnership. Like we have said and stressed severally, it is a cooperative relationship. Human creativity, empathy, and ethical reasoning is to work in concert with AI computational power, speed, and scalability. So, if we're talking about collaborative relationship, what do? There is need to build the principle of augmentation. If you are good at this, I will augment where you cannot do it. Next, so like it has been said already, AI is a supportive tool. To bring a support means I am standing. All you need to do is lend a helping hand so I can stand better. And like we've said already, partnership is symbiotic. Both entities depend on each other's strength to become better. So, what's the framework? I'll run through the framework that we need to build this human and AI partnership. Vision and purpose alignment. What do you want? It's not the machine that will determine what we want. It's the human that will determine what we want. Next, outline the ethical and legal governance. Truth be told, if you leave it to luck, if you leave it to circumstance, it can go wrong somewhere. And because you're still human, it is our responsibility to say, this is how far we can go. It is my responsibility. It is your responsibility to guide what the AI machines will have to do. So, ethical and legal governance is what we need to spell out. Next, there is need to train human capacity and development. If you are here and you are not technologically up to date, you are missing out a lot. We have very many learning opportunities, learning platforms, and I want to deeply appreciate our Vice Chancellor, who despite her very exalted position would say, no, I can ask my director to come teach me privately. Permit me to give you a story. Some years ago, at my birthday, my children gave me a baby phone. And my son gave me a hard look and said, Mommy, I so pity this phone. This phone will not be of importance to you because the capacity is so much that you won't know what to do with it. Instead of get offended, I took it as a challenge. So the day the phone flew, I called him, Oga, come. The phone is cracked. Memory full. Now, why did it get to that point? Because as a DAP, that is one position that you carry data everywhere. I have been called a couple of times, 12 midnight. I need this data. So that's not going to go to your laptop. Possibly that's not going to say, okay, till tomorrow morning, I'll pick it up in the office. So that phone became my workstation. Again and again, it became a challenge to my colleagues. Man, what did you do like that with that phone? Now, what am I trying to say? Instead of allow the world to leave you behind, take it as a challenge to move with the tide, and if possible, move ahead. So how do we navigate this? Yes, so far, AI has brought quite a number of opportunities to education. It has brought personalized learning. Whatever you want to learn, you can go into an AI chatbot and it gives you so much. It has helped enhance teaching efficiency. There are certain duties that hitherto you would need to do it and it will take your time and it will stress work. If you apply AI effectively, it will reduce those other work, like routine academic administrative tasks, like grading and attendance tracking, and at times lesson planning. AI also has helped us in the area of data-driven decision making. It can gather information about our students and help you tell, this student is lacking in this area. This student needs to do this. Oh, this particular student is good at this. Why not give that child this other opportunity? AI has also given us opportunity for lifelong learning and global learning. Like our senator said, you can sit here in Nigeria and you're learning from all over the world, like the natural intelligence that the human intelligence also has. First challenge, digital divide and inequality. It's easy for us who are in the urban areas to talk about it. It's easy for us who have electricity to talk about it, but there are still Nigerians at locations that have never heard about AI. That is a major problem. If we allow it to stay like that, the divide will keep widening. Next, privacy and data security concerns. If AI must function maximally, it has to get data from us. And once it is at public arena, it is free for all. So that is one challenge with AI. The next one is bias and lack of fairness. AI, like I said earlier, does not know Papa, does not know Mama. It's one size fits all. The next one is the teacher's role will be redefined. As a person, I don't really see that as a major challenge. As much as you help me become a better teacher, I will tap my niche, redefining my role and having it done, doing it a lot better. But here is a greater challenge, the resistance to change. As a DAP, I've had a situation where NUC will give instructions, can you have all professors go to this website, get their data on, so that we can, their names can be at the database at NUC. Even very young, in terms of age, will tell you, Amen, I don't know how to do that thing. Better come and do it for me. And if you don't do it, it will not be done. I had a situation where after doing it for a colleague, he was called for accreditation exercise for the very first time. He came back and said, thank you very much. If you did not do that thing for me, I would never have been called. I say it again. It's a challenge. Take the bull by the horn. It is possible. Lastly, ethical dilemma and over-reliance. I personally believe, yes, there may be the problem of over-reliance, but as teachers, we can still be, and humans most importantly, we can be a step higher, a step further than. There's a question I will ask, and you take it to AI, and it will not be able to give you the answers about the village you come from. Because the data about that your village is not yet there in the database. Am I communicating? It's a matter of choice. So what are the strategies we have at our disposal? I want to ask the government to bridge the gap. Let's bridge the gap. What do I mean? Electricity. I personally believe that it's possible for every Nigerian to have an electricity grid in his or her environment. It takes just a little sacrifice. And when once the electricity is there, you do phone. However, there is need to bring in those infrastructure. Next, establish ethical and regulatory frameworks. There is need for policy. I want to believe, Ma, that our university here will put together a policy for artificial intelligence. It's very important, without which there may not be a possible guidance. There is need to train and retrain teachers and to foster collaboration, human AI. And there is that need to promote hybrid classroom. Hybrid classroom. What do I mean? The AI will have its components. It cannot replace human interaction. So no matter how much we try to bring AI to the fore, we can set up the system in such a way that the human beings will still need to come and interact. That's a strategy. The next, there is need for continuous monitoring and evaluation. That it is good does not mean it doesn't have its own downside. So there will be need for monitoring, and as time goes on, you can be sure there will be need for improvement in certain areas. There is need to prepare students for the AI economy, because as time goes on, the AI economy will be so real that if you are not good in some of those skills, you will be left behind. How then do we navigate the future of work? Workplaces are undergoing unprecedented transformation as AI-driven systems take over repetitive tasks, optimize decision-making, and create entirely new industries. The revolution brings opportunities for innovation, yes, productivity, that's true, economic growth. But it also raises concern about job displacement, skill mismatch, and ethical implication. So, for the workplace, what do we do? Automation of repetitive tasks. All AI-powered machines and algorithms are increasingly taking over these routine works. That's the transformation. We've talked about the fact that it is data-driven and the need for human and AI collaboration. Instead of think of replacing humans, I say it will only augment what humans are doing and get it done better. What are the critical skills for the future? A senior professor yesterday called me and said to me, there is this thing I have seen on data science. Can you give me information on it? I want to go a 6 months course so that wherever I am in the world, I still will be relevant and I still can work online. That is a mindset that says I cannot be left behind. So what are the possible skills we can look out for? Digital literacy and ICT skills, AI, big data and machine learning skills, creativity and innovation, cybersecurity and networking, critical thinking and ethical decision making, green economy and sustainability skills, adaptability and lifelong learning, interdisciplinary collaboration. Interdisciplinary collaboration. Now you cannot say, I read history education. If it is not history education, it is no. History education will need computer. Language will need, there is need for that cross-disciplinary collaboration. So what do we do in terms of the society? As AI becomes deeply integrated into every facet of human life, the way society navigates this transformation will determine whether AI becomes a force of collective human flourishing or a driver of inequality and cultural disruption. It is our choice, I keep saying. So what areas do we focus? To ensure AI enhances rather than diminish humanity, there is need to prioritize human dignity and rights. I keep saying, it's human being that will chart that course. The other one is a machine, has its own capacity. But as humans, we need to prioritize human dignity in ways we make use of the AI. Ensure collaborative governance and global cooperation. Nigeria cannot do it alone. There will be need to reach out to other clients. Unical cannot do it alone. There will be need to find out. In fact, I know that like in my university, the last time the Vice Chancellor talked about the AI thing, said, I am setting up a committee to put together the AI policy for University of New York. I have reached out to University of Benin, University of this, University of that, to be able to find out what they have done in that area. It's not possible to make it standing alone. That is for the society. And finally, want to say, enable inclusive access and equity. As we hold hands together, as we help one another, AI will be a better support and invariably make our system better. Effective use of AI. Transparency in use of AI. Transparency, number one. Number two, accountability, fairness, privacy, protection, and global collaboration. Call for action. As individuals and citizens, we learn to critically engage with AI tools and platforms. This must be done bearing in mind the issue while using AI. Avoid misinformation or harmful content creation. Because AI may not be able to tell you, no, I don't want this one. No, this one is not good. It's you, the human being, that will have to avoid the negatives. Because if we heighten the negatives, that's what AI will blow up. As organizations, corporate entities must invest in employee upskilling and reskilling initiatives. Further ethics and transparency and fair practices must be the hallmark while adopting the use of AI. And finally, government. Government must expand the infrastructure and facilitate affordable AI access. There is also the need to enforce strong policies on data protection, algorithm, transparency, and consumer rights. In conclusion, therefore, AI is a major technological leap in human history, and one that may have a challenging effect on our values, freedom, and social structures. As AI continues to evolve, the choices we make today will determine whether AI becomes a tool for empowerment or a source of division and control. By fostering collaboration between humans and machines, we can build a future where AI enhances human intelligence rather than replace it. Through strong governance frameworks, inclusive policies, shared responsibilities, education, work, and society can be reimagined for a common good. If humanity embraces AI with ethical foresight and unity, we can shape a future that is innovative, inclusive, and deeply human, ensuring that technology ultimately serves as a partner in building a just and thriving world. As humans, the ace is in our hands. It is to chart the course, determine the pace, and reap the outcome. I want to say thank you for your time and attention.
Mr. Win, give her a standing ovation. As we give her another round of applause, please, can we do better? Thank you very much. You can take your seat now. Okay, we'll take a group photograph quickly before the VC leaves, please. Yes, downstairs. Yes, down, yeah. The Vice Chancellor and members of the high table. Yes, we're using here. Vice Chancellor here. Provost. Okay, I don't know, we have junior provosts. Deans of faculties, please. Deputy Provost, please. Commissioner for Education will be represented by Uchendu, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, the keynote speaker. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
An angel. An angel.
Continue. LOC Chair, please. Can we continue this event, please? Can we? Please, can we have our high table back? Please allow the keynote speaker to climb up, please. You can see her later privately. Okay. At this point, please, I want to give your indulgence that we are moving forward, and the Commissioner for Education is our lead paper 1. Distinguished Senator Professor Stephen Odey, and she is hereby represented by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Uchendu Ofio Ani Ofio. Please, a round of applause for her. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. She's here in the high table. Don't look for her, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good afternoon. I want to especially thank the organizers of this event. I say congratulations to all of us. This is the very first edition. Please, can you give yourselves a big round of applause? It is the beginning of something good. And the best part of it is starting with AI, because that is the future, whether we like it or not. I want to thank all the erudite professors here, our very esteemed doctors and other members of the academic community. I especially want to say that today is a very special day. I bring you regards and warm greetings from my commissioner, Senator Professor Stephen Odey. He personally penned down everything I'm going to read, but you know they say man proposes and God disposes. He wants to be here, but he's out of town for a very serious state event. So you permit me to quickly go through the professor's address this event or his lecture. The Human Partnership, Navigating the Future of Education and Society, a paper presented by Senator Professor Stephen Odey, Commissioner for Education, Cross River State, at the first annual conference of the College of Education, University of Calabar. I'm going to read very fast, please, so that they don't stop me somewhere. You know, when a lecture is not yours and your superior sends you to deliver, I don't want the news to get back to him that I did not conclude. So I need your rapt attention, if you don't mind, as I read this wonderful paper. In its simple terms, artificial intelligence, AI, is the use of machines or computers to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. In other words, AI refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic human actions to exhibit traits associated with a human mind, such as learning and problem solving. AI enables machines to think and act as humans, making them capable of performing tasks autonomously or assisting humans in various activities like learning, reasoning, perception, problem solving, and language understanding. Some schools view artificial intelligence as a subfield of computer science dedicated to understanding human thought process and recreating their effects through information systems. For instance, Rayner 2016 stated that the primary goal of AI is to create intelligent systems, that is, computer programs and machines that are capable of intelligent behaviors. According to him, typical examples of all AI technologies include expert system, neural networks, including machine learning and deep learning techniques, fuzzy logic, genetic algorithms, and intelligent agents. The development of artificial intelligence has ushered advancements and innovations that have impacted many facets of human life. It has established itself as a transformative agent in a wide range of human endeavor, be it science, industry, technology, or education, as a fundamental component of societal evolution and individual development. Education has acquired a fair share of benefits from AI breakthroughs. The integration of AI in educational system has greatly reshaped the ways in which students learn, teachers educate, and institutions function. By personalizing learning experiences, automating administrative responsibilities, and delivering real-time feedback, AI is revolutionizing the educational landscape, bridging gaps and encouraging a more inclusive and effective learning environment. It offers innovative solutions to enhance learning experiences, streamline administrative tasks, and personalize instructions. Artificial intelligence integration in education has presented a myriad of opportunities for educators, students and academic institutions and has transformed the traditional pedagogical approaches in teaching and learning. AI in education is not limited to simple automation of routine tasks. It extends to adopting new techniques in addressing age-long educational challenges such as scalability, personalization, and equity. Traditional classroom settings often struggle to accommodate the diverse needs of students, while AI-driven tools such as intelligent tutoring platforms and virtual teaching assistants offer customized learning pathways that adjust to students' progress and preferences. For example, machine learning algorithms can analyze performance data to identify strengths and weaknesses, thereby guiding educators in providing targeted intervention. These innovations using the AI technologies contribute in reducing inequalities in education by making high-quality learning resources available across socioeconomic and geographic boundaries. In other words, AI promotes equity by providing all students with access to high-quality tailored instructions. AI technologies also have the potential to significantly enhance students' engagement and academic outcomes by creating more interactive and immersive learning experiences. For example, AI-powered virtual tutors and chatbots of education diverse delivery are being transformed by the provision of adaptive learning, intelligent tutoring, automated assessment, and institutional management support using diverse AI applications and platforms. These technologies help bridge learning gaps and accommodate different learning styles that transcend traditional classroom boundaries, incorporating online platforms, virtual reality, and interactive tools that enhance the educational experience. These AI applications have overwhelming advantage for both students and educators. The students benefit from assistance in homework and studies, personalized learning experiences, and skills development, while educators benefit from time-saving assistance and improved teaching methods. Some of the widely used AI applications in education are mentioned here under. One, intelligent tutoring system, ITS. These are AI-powered systems that provide one-on-one support to students and offer real-time feedback and guidance to learners in an independent manner. Adaptive learning platforms. These are AI-driven platforms that adjust to individual students' needs, abilities, and learning styles, and provide a personalized hearing experience. Students' progress is tracked while lessons are adjusted to improve outcome. Natural language processing, NLP. These are AI-powered tools that assess students' writing, provides feedback on grammar, syntax, and styles, and facilitates language learning. Chatbots and virtual assistants. AI-powered chatbots provide support and guidance to students, answering questions and helping with coursework. They enhance understanding of complex concepts while fostering independent learning and self-regulation. Virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR. These are immense technologies that create learning experiences and enhance students' understanding and retention. These tools provide real-time instructional support, answer students' queries, and recommend supplementary learning resources. Personalized learning paths. This AI-powered system creates customized learning paths for students, tailoring instructions to their individual needs and abilities. Learning analytics. These are AI-powered tools that analyze students' data to identify learning patterns, predict students' outcomes, and provide insights for instructors to improve learning. Automated grading and feedback. This AI tool provides accurately grade assignments and provides constructive feedback, thereby freeing up instructors to have more time for teaching and closer supervision. Content creation and curation. Content creation and curation are AI-powered tools that assist in creating and curating educational content such as interactive simulations, videos, and quizzes. Student support and intervention. These are AI-powered systems that identify students who need support and provide early intervention, helping to prevent academic struggles and improve students' outcomes. All these AI applications in education aim to enhancing teaching and learning, improving student outcomes, and increase efficiency in educational institutions, as well as contribute to more interactive learning environments. Human and artificial intelligence partnership in education. Human intelligence is the cognitive ability and mental process that enables humans to reason. Some key elements of human intelligence include reasoning, logical thinking and problem solving, learning, acquiring knowledge, skills and experience, memory, recalling and retaining information, perception, interpreting sensory information, language, understanding and communicating through verbal and non-verbal means, creativity, generating new ideas and solutions, emotional intelligence, recognizing and managing emotions in oneself and others. Partnership between humans and artificial intelligence in education is simple. The collaboration between teachers, educators, and AI systems to enhance teaching and learning experiences. This partnership leverages the strength of both human and AI to create a more effective, personalized, and efficient education system. In the traditional education practice, which involves human intelligence, students are encouraged to take active role in their learning process by developing skills in exploration, analysis, and problem solving. Critical thinking skills are essential in shaping students' overall learning experience. Educators often rely on questioning techniques, collaborative activities, and assignments to enhance students' ability to evaluate information and develop independent perspective. However, the rapid information processing and insightful responses provided by AI challenge traditional learning methods, raising questions about the distinction between human learning and machine-based learning. For instance, while AI can efficiently process and analyze data, it may lack the nuanced understanding and creativity inherent in human cognition. This underscores the need for a balanced approach to AI integration, ensuring that It complements rather than replaces human interaction and the development of critical thinking skills. Key aspects of human and AI partnership in education. The human AI partnership in education is manifest in the following ways. Augmenting human capabilities. AI can automate routine tasks, thereby freeing teachers to focus on high-touch and high-value tasks that require human empathy, creativity, and critical thinking. Personalized learning. AI can analyze vast amounts of data to provide insights on individual students' learning styles, strengths, and weaknesses, enabling teachers to tailor instructions to meet their unique needs. Intelligence tutoring system. AI-powered system can provide one-on-one support to students, offering real-time feedback and guidance and helping to bridge knowledge gap. Data-driven insights. AI can analyze students' data to identify learning patterns, predict students' outcomes, and provide insight for teachers to improve instructions. Enhance collaboration. AI can facilitate collaboration between teachers, students, and parents, enabling more effective communication and feedback. On the whole, AI-human partnership in education improves students' outcome through personalized learning and targeted support, which leads to better academic performance and increased students' engagement. Efficiency is increased through automation of routine tasks, which free up teachers to focus on other technical tasks. AI tools also provide teachers with valuable insights and resources that enable them to render better support to students and improve instructions. By automating administrative tasks such as grading, scheduling, and resource management, artificial intelligence facilitates the allocation of valuable time for educators, thereby enabling them to engage in more meaningful interactions with their students. AI-driven technologies like speech-to-text and text-to-speech systems enhance the learning ability of students with disability. These technologies ensure that students with disability have better opportunities to embark on education. Chisholm et al. 2024. By leveraging data analysis, AI support informs decision-making in education. Through the analysis of students' data, educators can identify learning patterns, dictate areas where students may require additional support, and make informed decisions regarding curriculum development and instructional strategies. The partnership between AI and teachers is not just enhancing education, it is essential for addressing critical challenges like teachers' workload stress. The collaboration provides teachers with ample time to perform their obligations as matrons, mentors, and role models, inspiring students and fostering their social, emotional development. Human and artificial intelligence and work. The partnership between humans and artificial intelligence, AI, at work has ushered sweeping transformation and has redesigned the narrative in work establishments, especially in industries. By combining human intelligence with AI technology, organizations have experienced and achieved higher productivity in all ramifications. The use of AI technology can now undertake jobs and solve problems that require the kind of reasoning associated with human intelligence, including learning from previous operations, AI is doing jobs that were previously exclusive to humans, like creating music and making advanced medical diagnoses. The future of work is being rewritten by algorithms that learn faster than humans, and by robots and digital systems that see patterns invisible to the human eyes. Contrary to fears speculated that AI would replace human labor in the workplace, it will rather redefine and evolve workers to embrace creativity, empathy, and critical thinking in new dimensions. Automations will redefine jobs, not eliminate them. AI-driven automation will definitely replace certain tasks, especially repetitive and manual ones. But it will also create entirely new kinds of jobs that require human insight, innovation, and emotional intelligence. In manufacturing, for instance, robots now handle risky and monotonous jobs, allowing human beings to focus on creativity, quality control, and system design. AI can show possibilities, but only humans can decide what is ethical, meaningful, and aligned with our shared values. The future of work will be characterized by increasing collaboration between humans and AI. As AI technology advances, new forms of human-AI collaboration emerge, leading to improved productivity, efficiency, and innovation. Human and artificial intelligence and society. The impact of artificial intelligence can be felt in society and across industries, classrooms, hospitals, and even in personal routines, creating both excitement and worries. While AI promises faster problem solving and smarter services, it also promotes important debates around job loss, privacy, and how decisions are made. AI is changing the way society works, learns, influence, now touching nearly every facet of modern life. Businesses rely on AI for increased efficiency. Doctors use the technology to improve diagnosis. Teachers personalize lessons for students. Environmentalists adopt powerful new tools for conservation. Factories use the technology to turn out production with accuracy, while financial firms spot market trends and potential risks faster than ever before. Collectively, those advancements fuel greater innovations and allow businesses to adopt quickly in competitive markets. While artificial intelligence offers remarkable benefits in society, its rapid deployment has sparked up serious challenges for individuals, communities, and institutions. The rise of AI in workplace has led to disruption in job markets, particularly in automated systems and smart machines now handle many tasks previously reserved for humans, sparking layoffs. Ethical and privacy concerns also constitute a challenge to AI in society. AI systems collect, analyze, and share vast quantities of personal information and data, which most often lose privacy, errors, and biases are equally associated with AI-driven technology in society. Within these limitations notwithstanding, the partnership between humans and AI will shape the future of society for ensuring development. By acknowledging the challenges and opportunities in AI technology, players in the environment can work together, creating a future where AI will enhance human livelihood. Challenges of artificial intelligence in education.
The integration of artificial intelligence in education presents enormous benefits and a wide range of opportunities to enhance teaching and learning. But these benefits do not go without attendance challenges that require to be addressed to ensure a durable, equitable, and sustainable AI application in education. These challenges are highlighted hereunder: data privacy and security. The application of AI in education necessitates the collection of sustainable amounts of sensitive students' data, most often bordering on academic records, biometric data, and learning behavior. The collection and analysis of these students' data represents sustainable privacy and security concerns that require meticulous consideration. It is imperative for educational institutions and technology providers to implement robust data protection strategies to safeguard students' information and ensure adherence to privacy regulations. Maintaining accountability in data usage is critical in building trust and ensuring that students' information is managed ethically and responsibly. Bias in AI system. If it is not carefully designed, AI can unintentionally reinforce existing biases, leading to unfairness in educational system. Without proper oversight, AI algorithms may perpetuate inequalities rather than promote equal opportunities for all students. To ensure fairness, it is imperative to address algorithm biases and to develop AI both inclusive and equitable. Regular audits and evaluation are required to identify and mitigate biases, thereby ensuring that AI-driven educational system equitably and effectively supports all students. Teacher training and support. To effectively integrate AI in education, it is of necessity to provide educators with the required skills and training to effectively integrate AI into their teaching practice. Successful incorporation of AI into academic requires educators to develop the necessary skills and knowledge to use AI-powered tools confidently and effectively. By acquiring proficiency in these technologies, educators can effectively incorporate AI into their pedagogical strategies, thereby enhancing and enriching the educational experience of students. Dependency and reduced critical thinking. Over-reliance on AI-powered technologies for executing homework and tutoring reduces learners' active engagement in critical thinking and problem-solving skills, as well as face-to-face interactions between learners and teachers. Concerns have been raised that undue dependence on automated support greatly reduces students' critical thinking and intellectual dependence. A balanced use of AI and educators is required to ensure that AI complements rather than replaces conventional teaching and learning. Ethical implications of automated assessment. Automated grading tools, while inherently efficient, may lack the norms of human judgment, especially in creative or critical disciplines. There are concerns that we need to be ethical when using AI instruments. So the paper, we're going to drop it, so much you can digest from there. So I'll go quickly to recommendations. I just had 2 more points under that. I've been told to wrap up, please. Recommendations. Effective human and artificial intelligence partnership in education is built on leveraging the distinct strengths of both, ensuring that AI augments rather than replaces the essential human role of the teacher. As the interrogation of artificial intelligence in education continues to evolve, the future outlook is both promising and complex. The rapid advancements in AI technologies offers unprecedented opportunities to transform teaching and learning, improve educational outcome, and address long-standing challenges in education. However, realizing the full potentials of AI in education requires a concerted effort to navigate the challenges and ethical considerations inherent in its integration. To maximize the benefits of artificial intelligence, AI, in education, while minimizing associated risk, the following suggestions and recommendations are made for an enduring human-AI partnership in education. The first one is investment in teacher training and professional development. Education and institutions have to invest in teacher training to ensure that educators are comfortable and competent in integrating, evaluating, and strategically orchestrating AI tools in their practices. The next one is addressing biases and privacy. A robust data protection strategy should be implemented to safeguard students' information. Regular audits of AI systems should be undertaken to identify and mitigate algorithm biases to ensure the tools promote equity and inclusion of all students. Promote equity and accessibility. Equitable access to AI-enhanced education requires deliberate investment in digital infrastructure across all segments of society. Policies should support accessibility issues, data privacy and security concerns, the digital divide to protect potential biases in algorithms. In the light of the opportunities and challenges identified, it is expedient for education stakeholders to navigate the integration of AI with ethical foresight by prioritizing ethical practices such as fairness, transparency, accountability, and inclusivity. It becomes incumbent on educators, policymakers, and technology developers to ensure that AI technologies are deployed responsibly and ethically to support the diverse needs and aspirations of all learners. AI has the power to transform education, but its role should be to assist teachers rather than replace them. Conclusively, suffice it to say that stakeholders in the educational sector should harness the transformation potentials of AI to create more engagement, personalized and effective learning processes for all learners, thereby advancing the goals of education in this digital age. Thank you very much for your attention and interest.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Please, can we give her another big round of applause? She took time to deliver her lecture. Please, okay, her boss's lecture. Please, can we put our hands together for her again? Thank you very much, ma'am. At this point, please, we want to do something significant so that we all be of doing. And note, let me invite Dr. Blessing Itamo to please, in 1 minute, just 1 minute, to help us do something extra. Please, Dr. Blessing. A round of applause for her, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you, the Provost, Deans here present, and our highly esteemed professors and colleagues. Hello, colleagues. Good afternoon. Okay, I have the Provost's permission to engage us for just 2 minutes, but please do cooperate with me. I'll tell you why. I have a very important information, but until we cooperate with me, I won't tell you. So if you're happy and you know it, stand up. If you're happy and you know it, stand up. If you're happy and you know, and you really want to show, if you're happy and you know it, stand up. Thank you very much. I can see my mommies, beautiful mommies, and everyone here standing up. Okay, so I hope we know AI hallucinates. I'm sure they're going to tell us better. If we don't do this little exercise, we might be hallucinating. Because research has shown us that if you sit down for extended periods, it's going to hurt your health, both physically and mentally. So we're going to do this short exercise. I'm going to sing a song that most of us know. And if you are a male, when I say a word that starts with the letter M, you're going to sit down. And if I say a word that starts with the letter F, you will stand up. If you're female, when I mention F, you stand up. When I mention the letter that starts with M, you sit down. I will show us briefly. Yeah, let me just briefly. So this is how it goes. I'm female, so I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. Let's go, 1, 2, go. Sing with me, let's make it lively. I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. If you follow me, if you follow me, I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. Thank you very much. That was exciting, I believe. Put your hands together for me now.
Please put your hands together for her, please. She did a great job. Thank you. Thank you very much. I think our hearts have been lifted with that short exercise. At this point, we move to the next item, which is lead paper presentation 2 by our very own, the Director of ICT, the University of Calabar, Professor Odey. Please, a round of applause for her. Please put your hands together. Thank you.
I think you can clap better than that. Please clap for yourselves, you're wonderful. Sitting through all of these long and wonderful AI lectures. One more time, clap for yourself. And please, it's an honor to be here. I want to adopt the existing protocol, but I want to appreciate the organizers of this maiden conference for the privilege to be here. I want to thank the keynote speaker for that very wonderful presentation. Thank you, Prof. God bless you. I also want to thank the lead speaker 1 for a wonderful presentation. I am probably going to adopt a somewhat different approach. That means I'm going to
I like to talk, but I'm going to talk for just maybe 5-10 minutes, and we're going to do hands-on. I'm going to make you use some AI tools on your phone and do very little work for me. Do I have your attention, please? Okay. Clap for me now. All right. We've had the history of artificial intelligence. I'm presenting from the aspect of a builder of artificial intelligence systems, not just a user of artificial intelligence tools. So I'm going to come from the back, and I'm going to come from your end, and we're going to put all the stuff together. So when we talk about artificial intelligence, beautiful descriptions and explanations have already been given. But in the eye of a developer of AI systems, we view artificial intelligence in 4 ways. If you remember this, it will help you. Number 1, in building artificial intelligence systems, we're trying to build systems that think like humans. That's on the one aspect. Systems that can do what? That can think. And everyone has said, for you to be able to think like humans, then you must understand how humans think, understand how the brain works, that the brain is made up of a lot of neurons. And these neurons, coordinate themselves together with the synapses, and information is passed from one neuron to the other, and then it's communicated to other parts of the body for action to be taken. That's how it works. So, that's where developers now leverage artificial neural networks for building intelligent systems that can be made to think like humans. Sometimes, we don't want to build systems that think like humans. We want to build systems that act like humans. So that's the other aspect of artificial intelligence. So not just systems that can think, cognitive abilities, but systems that can use parts of the human body or can mimic parts of the human body. That's why we have robots, okay? So when you're building a robot, you're paying attention to the digits, you're paying attention to the arms, you're paying attention to the arm movement, you're paying attention to the legs, you're paying attention to the coordination of the robot. And first of all, you need to determine what's the role of this robot. For instance, robots are built to help fight wars. Robots are built to help manufacturing industry, to solder cars, because sometimes building some parts of the machine that we use, human beings may not be able to stand it. So robots are better at those jobs. So we're building systems that can act like humans. I was favored to attend a conference in the US, and I met a young man who came, all the way, and he was very passionate about building helpers for the aged, robots that can work with the aged. He said he had a mother who was, getting very old, and he was traveling a lot. He happened to be the major dependent of the mother, so he wanted a system that would look at his mama's face and know that she's happy and make her happier, or know that she's sad and ask her probably, why are you sad? What can I do to make you happy? People are thinking crazy. People are thinking outside the box, all right? So, on the other hand, we want systems that can do what? Act. That can be with mama until I come back. That can take care of a baby. I've heard a real life story of caregivers that are robots that are supposed to take care of children, yes. On the other hand, sometimes humans may not be rational. Have you said to someone before, that thing you did was irrational? Or I did not expect you to do that. Have you said that before? Good. So on the other side of the divide of artificial intelligence, we're trying to build systems that think rationally. That means that it is your responsibility to define what rationality in that context means. And that's why one of the things I'm going to show to you today, maybe some of us already know, very little things, is prompt engineering. Because the prompt that you give to the AI is what determines the feedback that you get. That means all of us can have the same assignment to do, but we can go to AI, giving different prompts and getting different things based on our ingenuity and the way we want to pattern it to humanize what we're doing. Am I still making sense? Good. On the other hand, you also want to build systems that act rationally, not necessarily acting like humans, because sometimes, in some situations, like our keynote speaker said, computers needing so much data. They can act on so much data in a very short time. So if you need a data-intensive work and you need rationality to be achieved, then you want to build a system that can automate that, not because the human is not good enough, but because the system can handle it a little bit faster. Are we still making sense? So that's like an introduction to what I'm saying. I may not deal so much with this. A little excerpt of what I wrote is in your book, and I'll leave this behind, but it's good for you to know. So please go back to that former slide where you were. So my question for us is this. No, the next one. No, yes, this one. Now, the question shifts our focus from, fear to collaboration, exploring how humans and machines can co-create. Okay, one of my slides, there is a handshake. One hand is the hand of a human, and the other hand is the hand of a robot. And we're simply saying that we're here together by happen chance, by circumstance. And we're going to be here together for a very long time. So instead of fighting each other, instead of saying AI is coming to kick me out, why don't I learn, to prepare myself better so that I can work better with AI tools. There are myriad of AI tools right now. There are tools from, like I mentioned, very weird ones, like caring for children, like shooting missiles in a war, like prescribing medication, like predicting infirmity. My team, we actually won a grant for that, thanks to TED Fund for that. We built a simple system that just takes report with doctors and teaching hospital, that just takes the images of people that have come. Of course, we anonymize them, no PIDs, so you can't know whose data you're using. And then if another woman walks into the clinic and we can take an MRI scan, or we can take a mammogram of that, that we can have a likelihood of saying that, oh, this particular person has the likelihood. Like I said, in computing, we don't say emphatically, we use probabilities. Okay, so we'll say that the likelihood of this woman having a breast cancer from this lump, because this lump from all indications is not just benign, it's malignant, is 75%. That's high, isn't it? So that's going to raise the concerns of the doctors. And for the records, AI has not come to replace, but it has come to make the work better. So you still need the medical doctor to look at the result and be able to interpret. Okay, so let's move. So that's the outline, and I'm not going to go through that. We've gone through the evolution of intelligence, and then a lot of our speakers have said this. So what do I do that AI cannot do? That's the question. Please, can you write down that question wherever, if you jot down. What can I do that the AI system cannot do? That's the advantage you're going to take now, all right? Good. So, I am more empathetic, okay? And the AI system is not as empathetic as me, except it has all the data. I can counsel a student better. Am I making sense? Good. So instead of spending my time marking 2,000 scripts, when I can use the learning management system, and for the records, if you work in University of Calabar, I'm on the Blackboard anthology. That means whether you like it or yes, you're going to join the AI movement, because you're going to start delivering your lectures on the Blackboard system, and it has AI capabilities. Am I making sense? I actually used the Faculty of Computing, Engineering, and Physical Sciences as the test bed, because another thing about AI is that you must test it with a small fraction before you now extrapolate. Are we still together? So don't be afraid. It's not as difficult as it looks. So where were we? So what can I do that AI cannot do? I'm more creative. So many times when I want to think outside the box, I like to think a lot, because computer science teaches us to solve problems. We learn critical thinking skills. We learn problem solving skills. I teach that to 100 level students, okay? Problem solving using computers. So There are things I can think up that AI would never imagine. Because when I was busy growing up in Calabar in a village, AI was never there. So there are things I picked up over time in my life that AI would never know. And that makes me a master anytime, anywhere. Am I making you feel better now? Clap for yourself if you're feeling better. Good. So you're going to, in the future, to leverage on what humans can do much more and shine through that. And then, delegate the routine jobs, the grading of the 2,000 students, the adaptive learning, all of that. You're going to, gradually push that towards the machine side, and then you supervise what the machine does. Please, let's move. So, the future work, there are 3 directions, and that is by Banku. That is not original to me, so the quotation or the citation is actually on the board. So they mention 3 levels of adopting AI in our work. The first one is outright replacement.